I think that this very well may be the worst program team competition that I have ever seen. Squat press, squat press, squat press, squat press. Yo, so at approximately 8 a.m. Central Time, because I'm from Chicago, the MACC released their workouts for their semifinal competition, the individuals and the teams. You may or may not have watched the video that I put up where Ben Smith helped me program the syndicate workouts, helped me reprogram the syndicate workouts, because Ben Smith was speaking on how the semifinals are not doing a very good job of programming to get the fittest athletes on earth to the games. I seconded many of his opinions, so either you have watched his video, you watched my video, maybe you've seen both of them, and you may or may not share the same opinions. Within the comment section, there are some people who are asking about the team workouts. That brings me to today. So I looked at the MACC workouts. I looked at the MACC workouts and I was like, oh, cool. They still have the exact same two events like they have to. CrossFit out the standardized events. They gave them first and they gave them third for the MACC competition. But then you got workouts 2, 4, 5, and 6. And they actually look much better than the syndicate workouts. I'm looking at them and I can see what they were trying to do with them. The time caps make sense. There's one that's longer, one that's a moderately short, then there's two that I would just call moderate, the 14 to 15 minute per the time cap given right there. And on event 6, when I wrote up my syndicate workouts, the scheme in which they used actually looks exactly like the scheme that I use. It's just backwards. So I finished with 18 ring muscle ups and they start with 18 ring muscle ups. So I thought that was kind of funny. I would say the likelihood that they watched my video and changed it is extremely thin, but you know that we don't believe in coincidences, so maybe that is much better than doing what we were going to do. Hurry up everything, throw water on the fire. We're going to do what he said, but we're going to make it look a little different so he's not onto us. But you know what? I'm onto you at the MACC. If you want help, I got a freaking Instagram DM machine. Go ahead and reach out to me. I'll help you out. But anyway, when you look at event 2, they've got the GHD sit-up, handstand walk, overhead squat. You can see they're going 30, 20, 10 on the overhead squat. They're getting progressively heavier. You can see they're going 50, 40, 30 on the GHD sit-up. And then you can see they've got the unbroken handstand walks. All of a sudden, you're able to piece together what the bumpers may or may not have been from the press conference release with Adrian Bosman was telling everybody that there are bumpers on these workouts. Appears as if they want GHD sit-ups, they want them in relatively high capacity. They want the handstand walk. They want them done in unbroken sections that are a little bit higher than normal. You see that they want a 25-minute workout. You see that with event 4. I like this one much better than I like the other one, which is the 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, where I said that, hey, it looks like everything they're doing, they're throwing in a machine. Now, albeit there is a machine here, it is hard to get away with a 25-minute workout where there isn't some sort of monostructural component in it. So they have a true form runner, no assault runner. That'll be interesting to see. They're doing the tank push as well at the MACC. The tank is just all of a sudden at every single competition. Anybody in the comment section who doesn't understand what the torque tank is, the harder you push into it, the harder it kicks back at you. It doesn't reward you for trying harder, it punishes you for trying harder. So the torque tank, I think, is a stupid thing to have in any of these competitions. But overall, workout 4 was better, workout 2 was better. Like we said, 1 and 3 were the same ones. They can't change them. Workout number 5, I don't really understand workout 5 at all. You had a 2-kilometer echo bike, which I know why they would do that. They don't want anybody hammering the front of the bike. They want them holding one high effort. But then you got 2 sets of 30 toes to bar with a set of 50 dumbbell snatches in the middle. And then you've got the taller burpee box jump over at the end. It's got a 15-minute time cap, which seems really, really long to me. I don't know why they have a 15-minute time cap on it. And I also don't know exactly what they're trying to go for here. I talked about in the first video that I put up with the syndicate, what is the stimulus of the workout? What are they going for? So on this, only thing that I could see being a challenge for a lot of these athletes will be the 50 alternating dumbbell snatches, 70 for the males and the 50 for the females. It's not a crazy amount. They've done 100 before. They did 100 dumbbell snatches at this weight way back in 2013. So now almost 10 years later, you're doing 50 and you're giving them a 15-minute time cap. The 20 burpee box jump overs at the end, I like that a lot, but I don't understand what they're going for in this workout. It's not really a sprint, and you're saying that when you put the echo bike in there, which is done for distance. I just don't get it. And then of course, workout number 6, I already told you that I like this much better than I like King Kong 2.0 at the syndicate. They call it the turbo tunnel. You can see that they're trying to do it quick. I like the lunges. We all know that Dave Castro liked the lunges. It puts on a good show. Everyone sees what's going on. Much better individual competition. Now that brings me to the team competition. I think that this very well may be the worst program team competition that I have ever seen. That goes for any single competition I've ever seen programmed for a team. That goes for things like Wadapalooza. When I was at Wadapalooza, it's like, oh, well, it's the power output games. All you're trying to do is see who the biggest, strongest, fastest people are, who have the quickest movements and the best transitions. There was absolutely no fitness at the freaking freaking Wadapalooza competition, but that being said, at least they had different movements. Go ahead and go look at the events for the MACC and tell me that you don't see some sort of a press and some sort of a squat on just about every single event here. Now, workout number 1 and workout number 3, just like the individual side that we talked about, still have the standardized workouts by CrossFit. They can't change those things. And here, it starts to become a little bit clear that 1, these people don't know how to program worth a shit, and 2, these standardized workouts may be making that even more apparent. I say that because on workouts number 2 and workout number 3 is the standardized one, right? It's the one of the rope climbs and the thrusters. You can't change that. That was given us by CrossFit. But the workout program by the MACC on event 2 right before it gives you a whole bunch of wall balls and a whole bunch of chest to bar pull-ups. So on workout number 3, you've got upper body pressing with a squat, and then you've got the legless rope climb, which is upper body pull. The workout before it, you have the exact same movements. Now, they're not done in the exact same fashion, so the time domains are a little bit different, but the movement patterns are exactly the same. That doesn't take into account also the worm clean and jerk. So yeah, the worm is something that they want to throw into these competitions. It's the ultimate team thing. It's like, yeah, but you don't need to put it in every single workout just because you need a worm. So on workouts number 2, workouts number 5, and workouts number 6, you've got the worm. And what do you have the worm doing? You have a worm clean and jerk. You have a worm push press on workout number 5, and then on workout number 6, you've got another worm thruster. That is, of course, after you've already done thrusters on workout number 3. So what I'm getting at here is that the MACC has apparently asked every single athlete, hey, who is the best squatter presser on earth in team format? We need the team that's the best squatting and pressing team on the face of the planet. Upper body pressing endurance, lower body squatting endurance. Like, goddamn, how stupid are these people? Workout number 2 and workout number 5, they also have the same pressing squatting deal. So you start off the workout number 5 with dumbbell squat cleans, which is a squat, right? And then in the later part of that workout, you've got a worm push press. So all of a sudden, you're testing the squat and the press again, which you also tested on workouts number 2 and workouts number 3. Then you go to workout number 6, and you've got worm thrusters, which is what? It's a squat and it's a press. So all of a sudden, in workouts number 2, workouts number 3, workout number 5, and workout number 6, you have a squat and a press. Squat, press, squat, press, squat, press, squat, press. Now, Andrew, how do you fix this? It's like you add a lunge. You add a deadlift. I understand team competitions are hard to program for, but that doesn't mean that you need to do this exact same thing every single time. Who looked this piece of shit workout programming over? It doesn't make any sense. Now, anybody who wants to throw the fittest team is still going to get there. Yeah, you're fucking right. I don't care. You're right. That's okay. So be it. Something that Ben Smith brought up in his podcast, which was very important, is that clearly you don't care about the athletes when you do this type of crap. Sure, they're the fittest on earth. They can handle the volume. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that they should have to do that stuff because they're trying to be the fittest on earth. I was watching a video the other night. It's like the human being can run for upwards of 80 hours straight. It's been done before.
Dean Karnazes, who jogged 350 miles across Northern California without stopping for 80 hours and 44 minutes. That's over 3 days of non-stop running.
So really, you could say, hey guys, go run for 79 hours straight. Oh, there was somebody who did it for 80. That you can't do it. That means that you're not in contention to be the fittest on earth. That doesn't mean you're going to go make them run that far because they can do it. So just because they can do squatting and pressing over and over and over again over the course of the weekend doesn't mean that you should. Doesn't mean that's a good idea. We have the capability to do just about anything in the world. That's one of the glorious things about our sport. Tire flips. You can do rope pulls. You can pull on the sled. I brought that up. Do something creative. What is going on? Why do they have the torque tank in the individual competition, but they don't have it in the team competition? Pull that fucking torque tank. That's a great thing to do. I can already hear somebody in the comment section saying that, oh, it's different when you do it with a worm versus when you do it with a... It's not very different. It's not all that much different, especially the squat. The squat is the same no matter how you're doing the squat. The press, yeah, it's a little bit different. I can see on event number 4 that they have a clean and jerk, along with a clean and jerk that is the worm on event 2. Yeah, those are a little bit different, but you could still say that the event number 4 still has a lot of upper body endurance. The upper body endurance, which is something that will also tie into a legless rope climb. And I haven't even gotten into the fact that you're also hanging in just about every single one of these events. So event number 2, you've got to hang. Event number 3, you've got to hang. Event number 4, you've got to hang. Event number 5, you've got to hang. And event number 6, you've got to hang. So let me see exactly how this went down. I understand that there are 2 workouts that are given to every single semifinal. And there are bumpers that are given. They give you these bumpers, and all of a sudden it's like, okay, let's start piecing my workouts together. They piece their workouts together. They understand what they have to do with whatever sponsors and whatever space they have, and then they ship them back to CrossFit. And Adrian Bosman and his team are sitting there, and they're like, okay, let's see what we got here. Stamp of approval. And somehow, over the course of this stamp of approval process, they miss the fact that you're doing a squat and a press on workout 2, workout 3, workout 5, and workout 6. So 4 of the workouts now have a squat and a press in them. Now, that wouldn't be an issue if you had 15 workouts, but you only have 6 workouts. So 2/3 of the workouts have a squat and a press in them. This could have very easily been circumvented if you would have added a deadlift. All of a sudden, you have 3 workouts with a squat and a press in them. You've had a workout with a deadlift or a lunge, even a lunge, and then all of a sudden you have 2 of the workouts have a squat and a press in them. So I talked about in the syndicate workout how the back-to-back workouts with the light thrusters and the wall balls was an issue. This is even more of an issue. I don't understand. And then with that same thing that I just mentioned, Adrian Bosman and his team are sitting there and they go, okay, we're going to do chest to bars on event number 2. We're going to do legless rope climbs on event number 3. We're going to do ring muscle ups on event number 4. We're going to do toes to bar on event number 5. And then we're going to do bar muscle ups on event number 6. And then all of a sudden, every workout that isn't a 1 rep max snatch, you're going to be doing something that involves hanging. Like, what the fuck is going on? How is this even anywhere near acceptable? It makes absolutely no sense to me. I don't know what I'm missing here. I think I'm pretty decent at programming. I think I'm pretty decent at understanding. One of my favorite programming methodologies was CrossFit football. And in CrossFit football, they say that the upper body can do 4 things. It can push, it can pull, it can push, it can pull. Vertical and horizontal. The lower body, it can hinge, it can squat, it can lunge. When you're writing a program, it doesn't need to be all that much harder than that. Make sure you hit those planes, make sure that you do them in different time domains, make sure you hit the different energy systems. But here, what it looks like is they go, okay, we all think that squatting and pressing is good. We are going to squat and we're going to press until we fucking die. Oh, but wait a minute. They see right through us. They can see right through us. Make sure you throw in some toes to bar because we got to be gymnastics. We got to do some bar muscle ups. And you know what? We can do bar muscle ups and ring muscle ups because they did it in the open that one year and everyone fucking loved that. Let's go. Send it to Adrian Bosman. Adrian Bosman's like, oh my God, all this stuff on the internet. Yeah, sure, guys. Stamp of approval. That's good to go. Fucking madness. What's the solution? What's the solution? Ben Smith and Andrew Hiller are offering the solutions. Reach out to people who might know better. People who might know how to do something. Stop trying to be fancy with this stuff. Don't give all away the freaking keys to the castle. Say, hey, the semifinals can do whatever they want because we're trying to do things that are super cool. It's like, we understand that the regional format worked. Sure, the workouts weren't always the best workouts of all time, but at least all of them made sense. They were programmed in the scheme that was the CrossFit Games. It wasn't the squatting, pressing, hanging games. And that is what the MACC looks like, and the solution to the issue is go back to something that we know that works. Anybody who wants to argue with me saying that, oh, you're just living in the past, oh, we can't move forward if you're living in the past, like, shut the fuck up and get a clue. Andrew Hiller out.